Google has opened up Google Maps to game developers completely across the board. Now, I read this headline. I'm thinking to myself, why is that? Is that a big deal? What could this possibly mean? Of course, there was the really big real-world video game hit, Pokemon Go.
Yes.
I know maybe you didn't hear about
it.
But that company actually used to be under Google's umbrella.
Right.
They're part of Google, and so they had access. They were one of the few companies that had access to Google Maps to build their game on.
Mm.
You don't have Pokemon Go without Maps.
Mm-hmm.
The map is the key. It becomes the game world. It becomes the net.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it becomes the map of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so I read this article here, and you come to realize only about 10 developers had access, 10 games had been built on Google Maps up until this point. But now Google goes and makes Maps a platform that anyone can build on, opening things up. And you can imagine the indie games that can emerge with a real world element to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to get your imagination going.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, oh, the type of treasure hunts and the type of spy and the type of clue type games.
Traveling around the world.
Uncovering. Yeah. People like to travel already now. Imagine it's part of I remember when I was in Iceland with LG for whatever that promo thing was. And I met up with Ali A at the time. And at the time, Pokemon Go was Banana Town.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gobbling up Pokemon in Iceland. And it's a whole new map. So they could be placed who knows where.
Rare Pokemon.
And so I never really got into that game. I played it a little bit just to try it out. And there's some kind of cool moment when you happen upon a real world location that has a video game element or some sort of video game prize. It obviously worked really well for Pokemon Go. Now, I wasn't the biggest Pokemon guy, I'll admit it. So I don't think it really hit me the same way it hit Pokemon fans. Were you a big Pokemon?
No. Maybe for like a day.
But I mean as a kid.
Yeah, I had the trading cards. The game, Red, Blue, old school. But I wasn't like hardcore, just played it casually.
Okay. Yeah, well, for some, I think the nostalgia or the connection, the brand awareness, the power of the Pokemon brand had something to do with the success of the Go game.
Oh, for sure.
But then the other piece, maybe that was 50%, and then the other piece was just the novelty of, whoa, I'm driving around or walking around in real life. Because there was remember the massive groups were meeting up?
Yeah, just blocking traffic. And
the massive groups were looking around for Pikachu and...
just mindlessly on their phone, they look like zombies, but...
we're zombies anyways. Whether
for sure.
It's either, if it's not Pokemon Go, it's TikTok. What are we doing?
But it was a strange time. I remember people just gathered around at the park, just standing there.
It was huge, man. It has such novelty factor. It has the potential to just explode. And I'm starting to think right now. Do you remember when that podcast Serial came out?
Mm-hmm.
And it was the uncovering of the clues, and true crime podcast blew up.
Yes.
I'm immediately picturing a mature and adult map-based game.
Mm.
With real life spooky locations you go to uncover certain clues. Could be, sounds dangerous. I don't know. Yeah. I guess they're all dangerous if you're out marching around the real world. But anyways, they're opening up the Maps platform, and time will tell what that results in for the average person and the types of games that will be available in, I guess, AR format. Really, that's what it boils down to. It's a type of augmented reality. You have actual reality, and you hold your phone in front of your face, and now you have augmented reality. Mm-hmm. And everybody's trying to take a crack at augmented reality. There's all the rumors about Apple looking to do it. Mm-hmm. And maybe this is the true path in there. Maybe it's not placing furniture around your house. Maybe it's that the really hot game that pushes this tech, or a series of hot games. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it.
What about real estate? Real estate. I'm thinking you could, through augmented reality, if a place was listed for sale and you held your phone in front of the place with the for sale sign, you could see inside. It would unlock like a nav. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about augmented reality. There's so many.
Yeah.
It's endless.